All right, so I think the whole theme for the next 6 weeks of my workouts is going to be about taking back control and de-stressing and moving mindfully. So that's what, in my head, that's what I'm thinking, which means I'm not going to be bashing you to death today, but just because I know when you feel like the world is a little bit crazy, it's kind of hard to focus, but just pulling it back and finding your center. So how about we just start onto your belly. So lying all the way down with your elbows nice and wide, and just rest your forehead on top of your hands. And just take a moment to kind of let go, let your thighs either roll in or roll out, whatever they decide they want to do. Let your pelvis feel really heavy. And then feel like your chest is going to sink right down through the mat, through the floor. And we're just going to start breathing here. So when you feel ready, start to inhale through your nose. And use that forced exhale through your mouth to squeeze out all the stale air. I'm going to give you about 3 or 4 breaths just to do that. Don't think about the stomach. So you should be able to hear your breath. And if there's any other little bits of tension you feel like you're hanging on to, use that exhale to really let them go. I'm just going to let someone in. Hello, you can jump in when you feel ready. We're onto our belly. We're straight onto our belly. That's it, and we're just breathing on our tummy with everything nice and relaxed. So I'll give you a breath or two just to catch up because we really only just started. Letting the belly feel floppy. Letting the shoulders sink into the floor. And then you're just going to kind of do like a little rocking action side to side. So your pelvis is just going to start moving side to side. Don't think about it, overthink it too much, just rocking. Your head might become involved a little bit. Just keep breathing in, breathing out. And then you're going to lift your right leg off the floor. You're going to keep your 2 elbows pressing into the floor. Your right leg goes up and over across your midline till you feel a stretch. And then start to bring your feet towards each other, coming back onto your belly again. Let everything go. Left leg lifts, comes over your middle. Take the foot as far away from the opposite elbow, same elbow actually, as you can. Bring the leg down, the feet pass, and back to the start. Back to the right leg, lift it up, take it away, across. Feel the stretch down the whole of the right side of the waist. Lower the leg, back to the start, left leg, last one, lift it up. Take it all the way across, stretch through the left side, lower the leg, bring it back. We're going to bring the legs in a little bit closer, and now they are parallel, making a diamond with your arms so the fingertips are touching with the elbows nice and wide. Start to activate the stomach just by lifting your lower abdominals up off the floor. You can feel a connection down the inside thighs, up into the pelvic floor. We're going to press the forearms into the floor and reach the crown of the head forward. The face comes up off the mat. As you're pushing down, your eyes are driving forward just really gently. It doesn't go into the lower back at all, but feel like the breastbone is trying to lift. There is still length in the back of the neck, and you use your arms to give yourself a bit of traction to find that upper back slight extension. Stay there, watch the neck is soft, the shoulders. A tiny bit of core control is required, not a whole lot. Push a little higher. And then as you start to sink the breastbone down, the crown of the head is still reaching forward, forehead goes back onto your mat. One more. We're going to breathe in, press down with the arms, pull the head off your shoulders. Keep going for the length, so it's definitely not about the height. It's about the space between each of your vertebrae. And it's very, very subtle. The connection of the arms helps the upper back to move if you feel a little stiff through there like I am today. Pause at the top just for a little moment. And then let the breastbone sink down first, forehead returns onto the mat. Bring the arms into the shoulders, push yourself up into hands and knees. Find the same traction through your spine, so the shoulder blades join together and down. The length through the waist. You're going to breathe out and start to curl the tail. Take the stretch into the mid-back, into the upper back, and really push the floor away. Keep the upper back tucked, start to lengthen and move from the tail again. Sticking the bottom out into extension, travels through the mid-back, into the upper back. Use those arms to get that upper back extension you just had in the diamond press. Start from the tail, tuck the tail, round, move a little quicker, but it's still really smooth, like a ripple through the spine. Going from flexion into neutral, into extension. One more, find the tuck. Deep stretch in the back, lengthen the tail away. Deep stretch through the stomach as you find the extension. Come back to neutral, so find the soft curves where the front ribs feel like they're actually connected and part of your body. I'm just going to move forward a little bit because I'm actually not in the right spot on my mat. But if you're good, don't move. Now you're just going to find a little more wrap through your core. Slide one foot back, tuck the toe under, slide the other one back, hold in your plank, and go for that length. Push the floor away with your hands, push the floor away with your feet, and reach the crown of the head forward. You're going to bend the elbows really slowly. Don't lose your beautiful straight line all the way down until you're coming back onto your belly. And keep the hands where they are in front of the shoulders. Strongly connect the legs together. Elbows are going to pin back and squeeze your shoulder blades together. Push your pubic bone into your mat and then into a little gravity cobra. So it's a progression of the diamond press. Push with the hands. Lift the face, lift the shoulders, lift the chest. Keep your bottom ribs on your mat and try to curl your head right back. Hold for a split second and then control back down. So you really do use a bit of work through your arms here. Again, strong legs, strong lift up through the lower tummy. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Pinch the elbows together and reach the crown of the head forward, forward, forward. When you can't go any further forward, you curl back on yourself. And control back down. It's a little hard for me to talk at the top of that movement, so I'm quiet. We're going to do that one more time. Here we go. Lift the stomach, a little bit of glutes, crown of head forward, breathing in. Lift the face, shoulders, open your heart. Head comes back down, sit back on the heels just for a moment. Round your back, just to stretch out the spine. Come back onto hands and knees, wrists under shoulders again. One more cat, just like before, and then we're going to add a bit of rotation. So start tucking the tail, tucking the head, tucking the chin under. Lengthen the tail away. Into that extension again. This time stop in the extension. Look towards your right butt cheek. Can you see your right cheek with your eyes? Then you move from the tail and go back into that tuck. Head tucks under, tail tucks under. Look to the left butt cheek, this little disco cat move that we've done a few times. Find the extension. Reverse it, as in go to the left now. Look to your left cheek. Tuck the tail. Stretch the back. To the right cheek. Into extension. So we're just kind of moving through. One more each way, a little quicker. Right cheek. Round. Left cheek. Extension, so know which parts of your body are stretching. Last one, to the left. Stretch the sides of the body, stretch the back of the body, stretch the opposite side of the body, and then stretch the front of the body. Sit back onto the heels again. Knees can be apart. Reach the fingers all the way forward as far as you can. And then start to pull the tail between the legs. Walk the fingers back towards your knees. Head comes up. You're going to take your, you guys can go right foot forward if you like. I've got left foot just so you can see what I'm doing in the camera. Sitting tall, you're going to move the back foot. Which leg have you guys got? You've got the right, I've got the left. That's going to confuse me. Okay, so the back leg is going to turn out, and then you're going to spin around. So in kind of this position here, facing me. That worked out really well, well done. Take the, I've got my right hand, you guys got left, and do a big side bend for me. Breathe out. Bring it back, and then that hand is gonna find the floor. That hand places directly under your shoulder, and the other hand, let's put it on the hip. Here, zip right up for me. You're gonna lift that leg into the air. Aiming to get that foot the same height as the hip. You're going to brace through your core, reach the crown of the head. That way your hand is there for a reason. You don't move the hip bone. Flex the foot, take the leg forward. Point the foot, take it back. Flex it to bring it forward. Inhale to take it back. One more with the hand on the hip. Exhale, think of this underneath shoulder, make sure it's beautiful and stable. Inhale, take it back. Take the hand over your head, keep the hand still. Exhale, again, 3 more. Don't let that leg drop. As you take the leg behind you, think of the opening and lengthening through that quad. 2 more. Inhale, keep breathing and noticing your breath. 1 more. Keep that leg lifted. Good, leave the hand, the leg comes forward again. This time the hand goes onto a diagonal, so you're moving the arm and the leg. It comes back over your head, the leg goes forward, keep the leg up. Take it behind you, the hand comes to the diagonal, only 1 more. Hand back over your head, press it back. Well done, come back to the side, stay, lift the leg a little bit higher, up. Up, 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 well done. Sit down, straight to the other side. Lift the leg, don't stay for too long. Hand under shoulder. Here we go, hold the hip bone still. Breathe out, take it forward. Breathe in, take it back. And again, so it's nice and smooth, soften your neck. Inhale, stretch the quad. Hear your breath. 3 to go, hand over the head. So now you know not to move your pelvis, your spine, your lower back. Just that leg that's in the air, nothing else. 1 more. Hold that leg up, 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 hip height. Now we add in the arm. Breathe into a diagonal. Breathe out. Breathe in, find your diagonal. 1 more. Take it back. Come back to the side, step. Pull your stomach in a little higher. Lift your leg a little bit higher. Hold, hold, sit down, well done, onto your back. Find your start position for your neutral. Press the hands into the floor and allow the chest to broaden. When you're ready, press your 10 toes into your mat. Take your breath in. Breathe out. Check the alignment of your thighs as you peel your spine slowly and deliberately for your curl. Imagine you've got that yoga block between your knees. Don't come too high initially. Let's just make it be about massaging the lower back. Inhale to stay at the bottom. Exhale, blow out the air. Not too high, but maybe a little bit higher this time. Think of the lengthening through the front of the thighs, the knees going forward over the big toes. Letting the shoulders go and finding that beautiful massage right in that tight spot of your lower back. Each one gets a little bit higher. I'm going to do 2 more. In your time. So as you start to climb a little bit higher, you'll feel a little bit more awakening of the glutes and the hamstrings. It's still not too taxing. Reaching the knees forwards, work that traction because that will really find the hamstring for you, right into the belly of the hamstring. Rolling through the spine. Last one. Come to the top of your pelvic curl for this last one and stay. Abdominals, haven't really talked about them too much today yet. Just know that they're there. Find your height at the top. Then you're going to kind of just walk your shoulders underneath you and put your hands into the crook of your lower back. So you're a little bit higher into extension. From here, unfold your right leg. Place it back down, just kind of walking. Now the left leg. I can hear my crunching knees, that's for sure. One more on each side. Your hips aren't moving. Come back to the right leg. Now you're going to stay. You're going to release your hands, but keep your pelvis that high. Press them down, get ready to shoulder bridge. Right leg goes down with control, right leg goes up. 4 times. Find your hamstring stretch. Keep really thinking about pushing through the left leg though. Don't drop. I know it's really hard. Place the foot down. I'm going to roll down in between, just to round out that lower back a little bit. Stop at the bottom, breathe in, breathe out, roll it back up. Kind of finding the height and then rolling the shoulders under. I've got long arms, so it kind of feels quite far for me to reach. Staying there, left leg, hold for a second. Take the load out of the arms into the right hamstring and glute. Hands pressed down 4 times, exhale. Inhale, 2. With control, don't lose control, keep pushing up. 1 more, replace the foot, check that you're still in the middle, you haven't shifted. Pull the stomach back in and roll back down. All the way to the bottom, pull the knees into the chest. Give your thighs a little hug. Your tail can come off the floor. Grab your shins with your hands and you're just going to do some circles with your legs. 3 to the right, massaging your back. The right side, the left side. Arms are doing the work. Let the thighs feel heavy. Let's go to the left. Rolling. Notice your breath. 1 more. And then just kind of finish with your legs. They're there, but they're not doing a whole lot. Let them dangle. Take your arms out to let a T. Keep them in this kind of position. Take your knees to the right, your left butt cheeks coming off. Go as far as you like till you feel a stretch down your left side. Then breathe out, collect your pelvic floor and your abdominals to bring you back. Inhale, go to the left, your shoulders stay square. So you got to keep that opposite shoulder pinned onto your mat. Find your core control, bring it back. A little quicker. And pull home. One more. Finish in the center. Extend your legs to the ceiling. We're going to do the same thing with straight legs. Stay there for a second. Draw your pelvic floor together and lift it up like that elevator. The back of the neck needs to stay long. So keep reaching the crown of the head out that way. The left cheek comes off your feet, go to the right. Just a little, pull it back. Inhale to the left. Right cheek comes off. Pull it back. Arms go to the ceiling, same thing. Left cheek comes off. Pull it back. You can't go quite so far without the hands. Left to the left, right cheek comes off. Pull it back. Now add a head turn. So your feet are going to go to the right, look to the left. As far as you can, find your core, bring it back, everything returns to the center. Legs to the left, head to the right. Stomach in, make sure you don't go too far like me. Pull back to the center, one more each side. Breathe it in, stabilize through the shoulders. Watch the upper traps aren't doing the work for you. The control is here and here. Last one. Legs to the left, head to the right. Bring it back, press the arms down to your floor. We're going for a roll over. Breathe in to prepare. Breathe out, lift the bottom. Legs go over your face. Can we all do this? If you can't do a rollover, you do your prep. If you're not sure what your prep is, I'm going to show you in a second. If you're with me, just finish this movement. If you're doing a prep, your legs are bent and you're peeling your bottom off. But I think we're all good, right? Let's go again. Breathe out. Lift the hips. Your legs are going to be super glued together. Now separate them shoulder width. Flex your feet right back towards your face. Imagine you have two magnets attached to your heels that are pulling you that way, but your spine is now a magnet as well. So the spine is slowly being pulled to the mat while your heels reach in opposite direction. The legs glue together. Again, exhale, lift the bottom. Inhale, separate and flex. Reach the heels. Unravel the spine. The chest needs to stay open. The back of the neck needs to stay long. Bring the knees in to tabletop. The hands go behind the head. Squeeze your legs together. Pull the stomach in flatter. Wrap your pelvic floor and lift it up. Wrap your seat together. Breathe out, slide the ribs to the pelvis. Curl, curl, curl. Breathe in. Place your spine deliberately back down. Do not splat. Exhale. Reach the crown of the head away. We're going for the length. Then the abdominals do their thing. Control bone by bone to come down. Just one more. Exhale. Deepening and scooping further into that imaginary tub of ice cream for your belly. Come back down. It's always tricky to just try and get in that little bit deeper. Next one, legs stay up. The hands come to your outside, the right hand to the outside of the right ankle, the left hand to the inside of the right thigh. The left leg reaches long. If you can, that left leg goes eye level, but wrap both of your butt cheeks right now. Pull your stomach in a little bit further. Keep your shoulders nice and steady and square as you swap. Change and pull that thigh into your chest. Your nose is coming almost to touch your knee. Swapping on the exhale. Inhale, pause. Exhale, swap. With a control pace. Reaching out and scooping in deeper. One more this pace each side. You shouldn't be dropping. You're trying to stay lifted. Let's get a little bit quicker. Inhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale, Exhale, shoulders shouldn't move. Clean with the arms. 2 more sets, stay high. Last set. Pull 2 knees into your chest, don't drop. Your knees are gonna come apart slightly. Pull your thighs into you, but drop your tailbone down onto the floor. So don't let that tailbone be off. We're gonna go double leg stretch. 2 arms, 2 legs together. Let's go. Let's go. Exhale, hold. Circle, pull back into the start. Exhale, hold. Inhale, return. 3 to go. Hold, hold. I'm going to drag it out a little bit longer. The next one, hold a little bit longer. Stay, stay, stay. Reach and scoop. Lucky last. Exhale, hold, 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 hold. Scoop, pull it in. Oh, release your head, turn your head side to side. Reach your legs long. Roll to your right, onto your belly. Arms by your side. Here, down onto your mat. Forehead is on your mat. Push your pubic bone into the floor. Pick up your stomach. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Roll your shoulders back and pick up your hands off the floor. We're going to lengthen the crown of the head forward and come to a hover. It's not a high, it's not up here. So just enough that it doesn't feed into the lower back, but it's about the work in the upper back only. Pinch the shoulder blades together. We lift the arms up and down. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out, a little bit of glute. Breathe in. Breathe out. Keep going. Keep pinching those arms, shoulder blades. Keep opening the collarbones. If you're okay here, float the thighs. Keep going. Just off the floor. If it's in the lower back, keep the thighs on the floor. Breathing in. Breathing out. Beat the heels together. This is to confuse the brain. The arms go up and down, the legs go together. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 more sets. Breathe out. Roll those shoulders back. Yes, my brain's getting confused. 1 more. Coordination is gone. Sit back onto the heels. Stretch out the lower backs. Reach the arms forwards. Just for a second. Again, roll the tail between the thighs. Sit up. Lift up tall. We're going to take the knees apart a little bit. Tuck the tail, find the scoop through the stomach. The arms go forward. Brace. We breathe in and lean back. Stretch the front of the thighs. Push the feet into the floor. Breathe out. Return. Breathe in, pitch. Your body stays on a diagonal. Go, go, go to the point where you quiver. Pull the stomach in, come home. Again, inhale back. Exhale, find your challenge point. Go again, breathe in. Stay, lift the arms. Lower the arms, back to straight. 2 more, pitch back. Hold your challenge point. Lift the arms. Lower the arms. Bring it up, lucky last. Pitch, last one, go for it. Go further than comfortable. Pull the stomach in, lift those arms up. Press them back, lift, well done. Sit back, onto the heels. Reaching the fingers. Let the head almost sink right down through the floor. Roll your spine up just a little bit so you can tuck your toes under. Come to the wrists under the shoulders, and then into a pike. Press the heels down into the floor. Feel the heel of the hand into your mat and how that helps you connect the shoulders into your socket, so the shoulders are very well protected. And then just kind of walk through the feet. If that's not enough of a hammy calf stretch for you, move the hands in closer and stick the butt right to the sky. One more through each leg. And then just let those knees and ankles soften. Walk the hands back to the feet. I feel like my boobs are about to fall out, so excuse me if they do. Let the arms hang. Go on, let those heads go. Just roll your head side to side slightly. Just make sure you're not hanging on with your neck. And then if you can, straighten your legs, do it, but if you can't, keep them soft, it's okay. You might even want to grab the back of the legs and use your arms to give you an extra little pull. Just for a moment. Release the arms, soften the knees, roll it up. Take your time. We have been upside down for a little while. So breathing through, reminding yourself the head should be the very, very last thing. I'm going to take a step forward. Again, stay in parallel. Spread your toes. Just find your upright posture for a moment. Make sure you're in the middle of your foot. And then you're going to bend your knees. Send your tailbone back and your arms go straight forward, like a little mini squat, like you're reaching for the toilet. With a nice long length and neutral spine. Pull the stomach in and just stay there for a moment. Breathe. Soften your shoulders. Go a little bit lower. Check your lower tummy's pulled away from your thighs. Come a little bit higher. That's actually harder for me. Press through the heels to stretch. Again, send the tailbone back. Breathe. Find your core. Find your wrap. Find the softness in the shoulders. Stay. Go a little deeper. Stay. Back up a little bit. Press to straight. Back down again. This time you're going to keep going all the way down. Your heels might lift off a little bit. Into a little crouch. Place your bottom onto the floor. I'm going to move forward a little bit towards the front of the mat and find your position for rolling like a ball. Heels in close to your butt. Hands are pulling your feet tightly in towards you. Lift your toes off your mat. Head is going to tuck in. And you're going to pull your tail between your legs and initiate a rocking back movement. 6, rolling like a ball. Inhale to go. Exhale, try and make it smooth through the lower back. And resist putting your toes on the mat. 4 more, breathe in. Use your breath to get the stomach to initiate the coming forward. 2 more. Last one, stop at the top. Hold. Your arms come in front and hook them under. Just for a laugh, this is called the seal, puppy. Your soles of your feet are together. We're gonna clap our feet 3 times. This looks really weird, but just go with it. So we go 1, 2, 3. We rock. 1, 2, 3. We rock. 1, 2, 3. Your goal would be to pause at the top without putting your head on the floor. Yep, and without doing my mistake and putting your feet on the floor. Let's do 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Just keep going in your own time. Find your control. But don't push too hard to get yourself back up. Can we do 1 more? Oh, you guys are nailing this one. Rock it back. Lucky last. Beautiful. Unhook everything. We're going to do 1 more rolling like a ball. When you come forward, you'll cross one ankle in front of the other and try to stand straight up without putting your hands down onto the floor. Do your best. If you need to use your hands, just do it. I tried this morning and it didn't work, so we'll see what happens. When you feel ready, you go for it. Breathe in, rock. Exhale, push. Did we make it? Yay! Well done. Just come to your little V. We haven't done a V at all today. I'm going to move back so you can see my whole body. Just lifting up tall. We're just going to breathe. Push the floor away. Find the length but the softness in the quads. Close your eyes if it helps. Notice your breath. Hear your breath. And try to slow the exhale down a little bit. So I want the exhale to be longer than the inhale. 3 more breaths. Keep pushing the floor away. Open your eyes. Reach your arms out to the side. Be ready to receive all the good stuff this week, hopefully. Reach your arms up. Press the palms together. Bring them back down. Well done. Thank you for joining me.